I used to fail quite a bit.
I won't do great.
I scored really badly.
C6 range.
Had a 43.
E8.
Really bad, like a U.
It's a horrible grade, really.
There seems to be a problem. School is getting harder, students seem to be getting lazier, and no matter what schools or parents try to do, it doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, school is really boring.
It's usually very boring.
Class is very boring.
I found it really boring.
First you're like, okay, let's just see how this teacher teaches. And then when you hear them open your mouth and everything,
My teacher doesn't even speak good English.
Teacher just reading off the slide.
boring voices and everything, then your eyes will just start to feel gloomy, you still start to feel grouchy,
Your attention span is like this short, so
and you just naturally want to fall asleep. And then eventually it becomes a habit. Every time you see a teacher, you just sleep time.
the class is usually big. There's like 40 students to one teacher.
My class is very playful, like monkeys running around.
So usually if you're like at the back of the class and you're fooling around, the teacher can't be bothered with you already. Like, at most they just send you out of class.
But you can't fight back, because if you fight back, you're going to get a DC. So you just listen, pretend to agree. So they try to motivate, they think that they're motivating you, but half the time you're just playing along with them. So they try, but I guess it fails.
I'm very thankful that the school actually bears the responsibility of introducing an idea to the student. However, when a student goes to school, he goes to a class, there's a huge influx of information. He needs to learn 1,000 things within a week. His attention is spread over that 1,000 things. He doesn't understand what is needed to be prioritized. When the exams come, he doesn't understand it, he doesn't do well. It leads to him feeling very demoralized. Nobody likes to fight a losing battle, because fighting a losing battle is simply tiring. So when a student feels tired, he doesn't want to do it anymore, he's deemed to be lazy.
They teach you a whole chunk of things and expect you to remember everything.
They don't actually break it down into detail. They'll just tell you, oh, this is how you do it, this is how you do it.
If we just know the theories and we can't apply them, then there's no use. Like questions and exams come out like I need to apply, I'll be like stunned for a while.
So basically I go home, I open up the book and I just stare at it and I don't learn anything at all. Even if I try to learn and I read it over and over again, it just won't absorb at all.
If I don't understand, I throw the book, then I get lazy. And lazy, when the time comes, I'll do it again. I'll put my effort, then if I put my effort, I don't understand, I get frustrated again. There's one cycle and cycle and cycle.
So perhaps the problem is not with the student not studying, or it's not with the student not paying attention in class. It's that huge amount that is placed before him. So what we do here at Ideas Inc. is that we take over that role, help the student prioritize, we improve on what the school has started, and eventually if they go back for evaluation, they will do well. We encourage a very natural way of learning. We take into account many areas of the student's personality, many strong points about the educator's personality, and we match them so that they are complementary. What we do over here at Ideas Inc. is that we have fused the good points of private tuition and the good points of group tuition. With private tuition, there is more time, there's more attention. With group tuition, we provide good resources, we incorporate the dynamic nature, the kinetic nature, and hence what we obtain is the best of both worlds.
It's a very different environment.
More exciting, more lively. You're not like it's so mundane and boring in school.
He can really make you think of him as a friend. Not like teachers in school, they just give you DC, DC 3 hours in the afternoon.
It makes it a want to do, like you want to learn.
Like he gives us the keywords that we need in the exams.
He will tell us which one is more important and which one is not important. Like let's say in a list of 10, probably like 8 of them is not important. So in the exam, only 2 of them will come out.
Because his notes are usually all the things that are definitely going to be tested in the exam.
If the question comes out, you can figure out, okay, I just write this down if I know what to write, and then I'm going to get my marks. If I myself work in a fun environment, I would be able to think better.
You'll be able to absorb easier.
Be able to remember all your facts and stuff.
We tend to stay awake, and we tend to learn more.
It used to be from a just pass to like a B, and now it's usually an A.
I started doing better and got a 72 during my mid-years.
Now it's about A2 range to A1 range.
I'm an A. Yeah.
Over here at Ideas Inc., we are defining something new. We may not seem as the most conventional or obvious way to solve a student's problems. But as students come to us as individuals with poor time management, poor results, loads of laziness, and they become efficient students with great results, with more than enough time to achieve whatever they want outside of school, I'm proud to see them leave, ready to take on the real world. And I believe this is because we know we believe and we understand the importance of a good education.